So, last night, some shit went down at the shelter. Let me tell you. It was about 11? No. Actually, I don't remember right now what time it was. Because nobody got a good amount of rest. So, we all got our beds and we made them up, and the kids are tucked in and a lot of people are asleep. And we are sleeping in the lobby again. Not in the middle, but we're right by it, right? And when you first come in, there's a set of doors, and then you come through and there's another set of doors. Now, there's a call box where you're supposed to have to buzz yourself in every time you need to come in and out. People smoke cigarettes, people come out to their car for whatever reason. And I guess the staff got tired, or some of the staff just doesn't feel like buzzing people in every time. So for the past couple of days, the door's been open. You can just grab the handle and walk in. So.
Big mistake.
Huh?
Big mistake.
So I hear the girl to the left of me. She's right by the window. Say, "Hey, a man just ran past the window." It's somewhere around 11, 12 o'clock at night. It's somewhere between 11 and 12. She's like, "A man just ran past the window." And the way that she had, what do you call it? Like, panic in her voice, and her body language changed, I knew that it was something concerning. Also, just out the corner of my eye, I saw something. I saw a figure move very, very quickly. And she said, "He's got the top to the trash can." Next thing we hear is like, and she said, "He trying to bust into the cafeteria." So the cafe is right by the window. It's like the doors. It's like the doors that the first set of doors, the second set of doors. You go down a little further, about 15 feet, and you can just get to, sit down, baby. Okay. You can just, there's just the glass and then the cafeteria. Because there's a door there that you can exit out of.
Thankfully, I'm pretty sure that's like some reinforced glass. Because if it was normal glass, then that window would have been broken on the first shot. That dude was on drugs, so he wasn't holding back for any reason.
Yeah, and so we just hear the bang, bang, bang. And she, the woman that screamed for, to tell the security, she like started going towards the back of the place. And then we see the lady that's behind the desk. Oh, baby, I'm gonna let you talk. The lady that's behind the desk go outside. And I'm like, oh my God. Me and the mom that was sleeping beside me, we just look at each other like.
She went outside?
We just look at each other like, yes. So she goes outside behind the dude. And I was like, what's she gonna do? She don't know the situation at all.
Get beat up with a trash can?
God, that would have been so terrible, right? And so, no sooner than we look at each other and realize she ran outside, we see her running back in and running to, and pulling on the handle of the door, trying to close the door. And then we see the door yanked out of her hand. And there's a man running in here inside where we are, the man that has yanked the daughter in, and that's when the girl that went towards the middle goes, Mike, and she's calling, and we're just trying to figure out where the men are. Unfortunately, there's quite a number of men and teenage boys that are usually here.
But they weren't. And I was asleep until she called Mike, because after that...
No, you were asleep. I had to shake you.
You woke me up.
I had to shake you and call your name a few times to wake you up. You had been asleep for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And so...
At least you could wake me up without slapping me.
Money, stop. I don't want to do changes.
Sorry.
So, she ran back in, and they're like, call the police, call the police. And then we see a guy run from the back, and he goes up to the guy that ran in. He was like, nah, man, you got to go. You can't be in here. You got to get out. And then the guy is like, I need some help. And he's like, I'm going to call the police on you. He was like, call the police. He was like, I'm about to call the police. He's like, call the police, please. Please call the police. I need help. And Mike just grabs the guy and start pushing him out. Start pushing him out the door. And the guy is not going. He's pushing back. And so Mike don't waste no time. He's still off on him. Punch him. And the guy still not trying to he's still not trying to stop. And so he runs past Mike. Probably got like 4 hours of sleep, maybe. He runs past Mike, and he's actually headed to where we are. Kamani's asleep. The mom beside me got her 2 daughters, and she assessed the situation more quickly and more preparedly than I did. So she's already up, and she was like in a fighting stance.
And I was awake when they were
Sorry.
I was awake when they were at the door, but I couldn't register it, so I didn't really know what was happening over there. But this is all hold on. Can I see?
You're not gonna be able to run or do a running motion, Kamani.
Mommy. So this is all I saw.
Come on, it's a video.
I know. I just saw a black silhouette just straight up dashing at me. Not even just running, dashing.
Yeah. And so all I could think was, I don't got nothing on me. We're literally like on a cot. There's some chairs beside us. My first instinct was to cover him. So I like put my body, this is before you woke up, to put my body over Kamani's head. And I'm like, I need to get out of here. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And I was like, should I leave my shit? Should I just go? And I was like, I'm gonna grab my bag and we're gonna go. Now, we got our 4 bags with our toiletries and our change of clothes in it. And then we got our linens. And I got my bag that I've been carrying as my purse with my medicine, my phone, our chargers, my keys, that kind of stuff. So it's like, I'm not leaving that for this shit to go down and then don't nobody know what happened to my shit. So I grabbed my bag and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get past this dude, because he's still closer to the window. And with his agitated state, I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna charge at anybody that makes a commotion or anybody that he can even pretend is a threat or whatever. So Mike the guy that came from running from the back, he comes over and hits the dude. The dude changes directions. And he starts running towards the cafeteria again. Now, keep in mind, we are all in the front, but there's a hallway and there's dorms down that way. So that means that there's other families down that hallway. And apparently that hallway was supposed to be, once again, locked. And you're supposed to have a key card to swipe to open it.
Mm-hmm.
But the one of the pregnant moms said that she saw that the light was green. So the door was unlocked.
Permanently. Like, it didn't turn red. It wasn't even
Not
flashing
permanently,
red.
but yeah, it wasn't locked.
And when Mike hit this dude, if y'all have ever played Agario, it's the game with the ball and you gotta do like this. If y'all ever played that, his fist was one of the things and the ball was doing all drugs. Went straight the other direction.
And so I see Mike running behind this dude. And he's tagging him like in the back of the head, like right here. And then when they go outside, when they go around the corner, you just hear like pink, pink, pink. I could hear Mike's fist hitting him upside the head, like hitting him in the skull and hitting his face. And pretty soon the dude run back out, and Mike got him in the corner. He just hitting him. He just punching him.
Dang.
And so you know, he telling him to get out or whatever. He got him in the corner, and that's all I remember. Everybody, like 4 people was calling the cops, and after that, he ran out or whatever, and everybody was pretty shook up, because you got to think, we were sleeping, and we are thinking that there's a barrier, 2 even, between us and anything that could be perceived as danger. But in that moment, he got in. It took about, from the time that she said somebody ran across the window to the time that he was in the lobby with us, it probably was about 40 seconds.
So take a deep breath. That's how long it took for him to get through those doors.
No, you were asleep.
I'm pretty sure.
It took about 40 seconds.
Well, anyway, first of all, why is it so easy to get in? Second of all, why was there no security?
Thirdly, why was the girl behind the desk so poorly trained that she went outside? Because he could have charged at her. He could have came in with a weapon. She should have been trained to stay behind that fucking desk and lock all the doors. Call somebody. And there should have been somebody, not only on the premises, there should have been somebody that came quickly. The cops took maybe 15 minutes to get there, which seemed like 15 hours in the moment. Mike was the only guy that was really, he was the only one that went into action. There's his other dad, and he's not the most masculine. He's effeminate, I'll put it like that. He seemed like he was ready to go, depending on what Mike was about to do. But Mike had already tagged the dude a number of times. And I think that dude said that he saw the guy. He was outside, and he saw the guy come in. So he ran in after him. He ran in some time after him. Also, after that, these ignorant motherfuckers going outside to smoke cigarettes and shit. And I'm like, danger hasn't even fully been averted or cleared, and they standing outside with the door open.
And
because once the dude got in, somebody else said, there's a guy outside. There's somebody with him. He's got a knife. So then I really was like, okay, I'm definitely not running outside. Now, some of the ladies that was standing outside sleeping in the lobby with us had already figured out their escape route because they were by the elevator. I forgot all the fuck about the elevator.
Same. And I was shaking like.
He was tremoring.
Because, and it was like twice that speed. Because all I saw was like nightmare fuel, basically. Because all I saw was a big black silhouette sprinting at me, top speed, and I had just woke up, so I could tell I was awake. So that made it even scarier with me knowing that it wasn't fake.
Like, first of all, he was asleep, and I tried to wake him up. And then I said, Kamani, wake up. There's a man in here. We got to get the fuck out. And, you know, he took a minute to register what I was saying. I was like, get up. We got to get out of here. And so that's how I woke him up. He opens his eyes and sits up, and then somebody's charging in his direction. He didn't come for us, but he came towards where we were.
To me, it looked like he was coming from the door straight for me.
Right.
And also, after he went back out, I didn't know what happened for real. So I was like, I saw everyone else with football. I was like, Mommy, can we get a pole, please?
Yeah, a number of people had gotten the poles that go to the camping beds, and were prepared to use them as a bat. The poles were all the way in the back because we didn't have one of those. This is the first time in a long time we didn't have one of those beds. We've been sleeping on those beds a couple weeks now. So I told Kamani, you know, if you want to get a pole to feel safer, yeah, you can go get one. But you ain't swinging one, and you ain't swinging one without me swinging one. So I went to get one as well, and we came back up front. And that's when I saw all the other moms were also shaken up. And there's pregnant ladies, like waddling pregnant ladies in here. And they couldn't go back to sleep. They were shaking. They were disturbed. They didn't know what to do. They, you know, everybody was just like recounting what had just happened. And thank God for Mr. Mike, because he charged into a building full of women and children. We don't know what, he was busting in there. He was going to bust into the cafe and ran into the lobby. He tried to, I think he tried to come in the door first. No. He ran straight over to the cafeteria door. But we don't know what his intentions were. He don't even know what the fuck he was going to do. So, thank God for keeping us safe last night. And my first instinct was, we got to get out of here. No, my first instinct was, I don't even have my knife. My second instinct was, we got to get out of here. So, the lady beside us had the big boobs so she could hide her knife in. And she was like, she said she was standing there, bracing her body to impact the brunt of this, sorry, my stomach, to suffer the impact of this grown man charging at her. And she said if he did make it over there, she had the knife and she was about to use it. And I was thinking, before she said that, I was like, I ain't got my knife. And how are we going to get out? So, you heard my stomach?
Suggestions.
Hold on. So, just the fact that they don't have security, it should be like a Raleigh police officer here, or a sheriff or something. Come on in. Or a sheriff or something, so that we cannot just feel like we got some protection. Because the security they got during the day, they wouldn't have did shit. That little white girl, he would have dragged her out or something. Like, their security for show. We need actual security. And we need to not be sleeping in the lobby. Overflow or not, we shouldn't be that close to the door at all.
So, suggestions. 1. If anybody on any type ish runs in the building, all children should be immediately evacuated to the back of the building and in a very secure room.
Agreed, because they got rooms where it's just like concrete walls. And
second, everybody should be able to have something on them, except they should only be able to use it for dire emergencies, and they should only be able to access that weapon with a code that's easy to punch in, but it's only for emergencies.
My baby don't understand that some of these motherfuckers already on the edge, and they already crazy. His little friend's mom is one of them, and she got cussed out telling people she trying to go to sleep. We sitting here shook up, adrenaline through the roof.
She said that?
Nerves raging. And she's talking about it's too loud, she can't go to sleep. So she rightfully got cussed out. Because she's like, what the fuck you talking about?
You better be glad.
We over here fearing for our lives. You talking about going to sleep? Can't nobody even go to sleep. She been pissing people off left and right because she clearly not in her right mind and she mean. So, no, we shouldn't be allowed to have things on us. Matter of fact, there should be stricter vetting when we come in. They should have metal detectors. They should even a wand. They should go through our bags to make sure ain't nobody carrying nothing. Cause right now, people got backpacks. I mean, I know they backpacks up front, but people obviously, if she got a knife on her, then it's easy for somebody else to bring something in there, and they would never know. And I feel bad for the security girl because they said that afterwards she was sitting at the desk crying. I'm sure she was. To have to run back in the building, and the danger is right there after her. She tries to shut him out because if she would have pulled the door shut, I guess it would have locked. I think her plan was to hold on to the door, but it slipped. He pulled it out of her hand immediately.
So she had the door, and he said,
Yeah, she was pulling on the bar, and as soon as you saw her pull the bar, you saw it slip out of her hand, like somebody pulled it out of her hand, and that's when you saw him run in after. And then she ran, and there was a guy that ran after. I guess that feminine dude ran because he saw the guy take off after her. I'm gonna go because I pizza from last night. I can smell it and I want some. Kamani, nobody want to hear that.
Sorry. But
I'm not going over 25 minutes. Say what you got to say.
So, the security should be better trained. There should be at least 2 security guards circling the building at all times.
Right.
And the doors should have Face ID.
Now.
So reoccurring people.
No, they have to switch it too often. But the other mom was like, the mom with a knife, she was like, I think she's going to get in trouble. And we think she's going to get in trouble because she couldn't have been manning the door. I mean, she couldn't have been looking at the security cameras to see what was going on outside. There's cameras all around the building. She should have seen him coming. He shouldn't have even gotten that close to get in the first place if she was watching. So she said that the security lady was on her phone. That's one. Number 2, the door should have been locked. So she might get fired. And I don't want that for her, but technically, from an objective standpoint, as a mom whose safety was in jeopardy, I do want her to get fired. Because I don't want nobody to make those kinds of poor decisions to be able to do that again, to be caught slipping like that again. Because what if he had a weapon? That'd have been a whole other story. All right. Thanks. listening to our story.